What's up guys, and welcome to my channel, Flame of a 4. In this video we're just going to be recapping the DeLorean at issue 100. Also, I want to just go through a few things, just showing you what I'm going to be doing on the DeLorean and also what you can get from Mike Lane, Corrie and Chloe, because these people that modify this vehicle, this DeLorean to make it is what it is, you know, if without them we would have an okay-ish car. The car would be good, how it showed it on the, you know, when they did the advert for it, but they've made it 10 times better than it should be. So let me just quickly do an example. So this is up to issue 100. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the car around because the car is very heavy. The car weighs a lot. I would like to know how much the car weighs, but we'll probably weigh it at the end just to get an idea of what the weight is. So this is what I have just done recently, and on here is the Mike Lane cable tie mod. These cable ties that he produces are tiny, so tiny, but at the same time they have an added bit of strength to them. So I've kind of made these up. The reason being, I found it easier to make the cable ties up and slide them over the pipe and then tighten them, because it was too fiddly for me to be able to get around the wire with the body in the way and be able to pull them and do them up. It does tell you that you can do it on there. It has got instructions. If you don't have any of his mods, I do suggest going to go get some, because they are so good and so detailed. I will do another up close look at these cable ties just so you can see. But there you go, look, so this is how to do them. Shows you what not to do and how to do them. If you haven't seen my Mike Lane mod videos, and you can go onto the playlist on the Builder DeLorean and you can find them there. Also, Corrie and Chloe do the flux and the Christmas tree, which are inside, which we have previously covered before. They have also done the 88 miles an hour, where it fluctuates and goes up and down. I think that they said that the LEDs are like smaller than a grain of rice, or a grain of sugar, should I say. I mean, come on guys, smaller than a grain of sugar, that's absolutely ridiculous, you know, that is crazy. They put so much time and passion and effort into making this what it is. The decals that Mike Lane produced that are on here, even the ones in the window, the ones in the engine compartment, the ones in the boot compartment, you know, it is just amazing. And also they have created the EL wire mod, so it's going to be all pre-cut, ready to go, but you will have to take this back apart. Right, so guys, the reason for me doing the mods with the magnet mod, so I'll just show you here. So the magnet mod that I'm going to be covering in a future video, because I'm still adding things to magnets, because my method is that what I'm trying to do is find a simpler way of stripping the car down when we need to, because I want to go back and do some more Mike Lane mods inside the car, but I kind of want to finish the car and then we'll go back stripping the car back down. Again guys, you just need to remember, this isn't a race to get this done. Take your time, enjoy it, because once it's done, it's done. And you know, you want to just take as much time as you can. Don't rush it, just do it, because the cable ties are very fiddly. I couldn't do them with the tweezers. I have to use my fingers, and you know, I hate having nails, but they kind of came into you know, they helped a lot when I was trying to pull the cable ties together. They will snap if you pull them too tight. Be gentle with them. At the same time, they are like a micro cable tie, so they're very small, so just be careful of that, guys. Right, so this is my wing mirror, and when I'm turning the car upside down on its side, I snapped one of them off and I didn't want to do it again, so I stripped the door down and I did the magnet mod. So the magnet mod allowed you to just put the wing mirrors on, as simple as that, and you know, they got a bit of flexibility to them and they won't fall off. Also, when I'm going to be taking the car apart again, I'm going to be needing to get to the seal, so I magnetised the seal that says the DMC on it to make sure that that's done. What I didn't cover in one of them is on here, I'm just going to quickly get up, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a couple of strips along the top, so the top bits where there's a couple of strips along the top, they are the ones that go closer to the body of the car. So I'll just show you there again. So the bottom strips of that is where it goes closest to the car. The bit that says the name comes further away from the vehicle there. So just pop that back in, so that's clipped into place. Right, so that is that. I'm going to figure out a way of making it easier to get the bumpers off, so we can strip it back, like I said, because I'm going to take this all back off again at some point once it's completely finished. to be able to go back to do some of the mods. And you know, if you are lucky enough to get these cable ties when you're doing the interior, then you can put together all the wires with the cable ties, because that would be really handy for you. And most of the time you could just make these up, feed them over the wire ready, and then when you want to do them up, however many you decide to put on there, then you can just pull them tight when you want to. So that's probably an easier way to stop it being too fiddly for you to do it when you're going to do it. Right guys, so you know, this build is coming on lovely. I thought issue 100 would be a great issue for us to recap on, and I just love doing it. I do have the white wall tyres, which are here. I haven't built them up yet. Reason being, I do have a magazine in the back of mine as well. Reason that I haven't built these up, I did subscribe for all the special issues, is because, for the pure fact that I don't want to put the wheels on. I want to, when I display it, we'll get to that when we're doing it. When I display it, I would like to have the wheels made up, and then we'll do a video on making them up. But I want to have them like stacked, so it kind of looks like the DeLorean's in a garage, and we could put these bits on if we want to. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to get rid of them because I do like them. I don't have the stand because I didn't like the stand. I wasn't a fan of it. I thought it looked a bit too wooden. Whereas I like to display it, and I would like to have like just to make it look like it's in a garage, and we could possibly put these on. So I have them stacked up, ready to go. So you know, they'll just be there as a display thing. So yeah, well, we'll get to those. But just to let you know that we do have them. Right. So when you do issue 100, they provide you with this wire. That's obviously the wire that they give you. It's just a normal thin piece of wire that they want you to use to put the cable ties on, which is, where did it go? It's this side, sorry. Let me just turn it around. So here we go. So when you're doing this part, so I mean, the reason I haven't, the people are going to glue these in and keep it in place and stuff like that, but I'm not going to be doing that on this. The reason being because I want to just be able to lift this off. There's a screw in there, but I want to be able to lift that off and just pull that one out. When I come to taking the shell off, I want to hope to be able to keep majority of this all together. I know that it will go down the side seal here, but that shouldn't be a problem because we've got the magnet mod on the side seal, so we should be able to take those off, undo that, and we should be able to, even though that's going to be running along there, that shouldn't be an issue because it's not attached to it. So that should be okay for us to do that. So far, really, the bumpers are what kind of keeps it together and the screws underneath. But if we need to quickly turn it upside down, you know, we can pull the wing mirrors off and we can take the seals off. And I'm going to magnetize the center of the steering wheel as well, because we're going to do that because I want to be able to just take that off, because when I was taking it in and out, when I kept removing it, because when I had to take the center piece out, you know, the steering rod piece is connected to the steering wheel. So you want to make sure that that can come off easily as well. And I broke one of the lugs, so I've done a magnet mod on that so that you don't have to keep going to buy new issues. You know, if you have the magnet mod, you can just, you know, just modify the bit that you have to be easily removed, because, you know, it's a model at the end of the day and it's not going to be thrown around or driven. So, you know, remote control, something like that, because, you know, it's just going to be sitting there. So if something gets knocked off, like the wing mirror like that, then, you know, we can just pop it back on. It's not going to be an issue. Right, so I'm loving everything. If you don't have any of these mods, I mean, you don't have to obviously go get them. It's just that the fact is, I just recommend them because they're just amazing and they do really well. The bands for the EL wire, you know, I don't like the standard one that's on there. It's just an LED. The LED's got to run through the white, you know, the clear wire, and it doesn't look great, to be fair. It really doesn't look as nice as I thought it would do. It just looks a bit, you know, the light fades before it gets to the middle and you don't have much colour, and it's not great. But, you know, with the mod, with the EL wire, they're going to have resistors in there and stuff like that, so everything to protect you. And you will probably have to, because you're going to have so much stuff going into this, they recommend that you upgrade it to the wire pack, so obviously you will have it like hardwired and you will change over the battery compartment, and there are going to be videos on that. If we go down that route, what we'll do is we will obviously revisit that and do that at a later stage. But so far, it's just amazing. I want to just bring this really close to you just to show you these cable ties off. If you see, they are just absolutely gorgeous. They really are. They're just the best. That is so good, so detailed. It just looks exactly like a normal size cable tie, cut off like it should do. I feel like I've got something stuck to my arm. No, I'm good. Yeah, so guys, if you have any questions, I'm just going to quickly show you this again because I am just so amazed by these cable ties. I want to kind of do a detail. Look how small they are. So tiny. And what I've done is I've made some up, and then when I make them up, because they take a little while to do, and you know, I just make them up and then I just pop them in there, and then when I need them I could just take them out and then feed them over the wire and then just tighten them up where and when I need them. You will need tweezers and stuff like that. If you have any questions, you know, I'm very concerned about the wheels. The wheels really should have really kind of like a bolt through with a little nut that does that. That would make me feel a lot more at ease, but it doesn't. There's one screw holding these wheels on, and the weight of this car is ridiculous, so it's crazy. But you know, if, like I said, if you have any questions about the DeLorean, you've got any concerns, there are DeLorean sites. There's the modifying, there's the 1.8 custom one, which is the Build a DeLorean custom, so you can go onto there. There is a normal Build a DeLorean unofficial site, so you can go to that. There is an official one as well. I don't think many people are members of that, but yeah, there's a story behind it, I think. But you know, you can go to that one too. Also, there are other little sites because other countries are getting them. So you know, help each other out. The community is great. Everybody helps everybody. And you know, I feel like I hadn't been part of really any groups when I was doing a build like this, but since finding people, making new friends, you know, people helping other people if you have an issue, or if you're missing something, like there's a piece missing, somebody probably has a spare one, someone will help you out. There are so many people out there that will help other people, so it's absolutely fantastic and amazing that people are out there and they're so kind and generous, and that, you know, there are hearts of people that are so big that will just do anything to help you out. And if, like I say, if you need any questions, you want to ask any questions about the recap video, if you have any concerns, if you want to know where to get anything, just comment down below, ask the question, and we'll send you to the right people to help you out. Okay guys, so thanks very much for watching. This has been the recap video. Thanks very much again, and see you real soon. Take care everybody. Bye bye.